Welcome back. Big Sisters of Greater Racine have been helping mentor girls for more than 40 years. And if this is an organization that maybe sounds something of interest to you, Heather is here. She is the volunteer coordinator, going to tell us a little bit about how to get involved. So I guess first off, what is the specific criteria for being a Big Sister?
Well, we do ask that you're at least 16 years old. Because Big Sisters provides liability insurance for all of our matches, we also ask that you have a car available to use and that car has insurance on it.
Okay.
So those are the biggest requirements.
Now, do you do any type of background check on people that are interested?
Absolutely. We do a background check and then 3 reference checks on all of our matches. And then we also check like the sex offender registry for the state of Wisconsin. So all of our matches have been thoroughly checked out before they're matched with a little girl.
Right, so parents don't have to worry that
Right.
who they're sending their child off
right.
to with. How do you make these matches? Is there some kind of magic to make sure that there's some kind of compatibility?
Yeah, we're kind of unique in that we get to base our matches on compatibility versus first come, first serve.
Okay.
And I kind of ensure that we get to do that by doing a home visit for all the little girls, and then we do an orientation for all of our Big Sisters. And then by doing that, I kind of get to know them. They fill out an interest questionnaire and things like that, so I kind of know who they are, what their personality is like, and we base on that, based on common interests and things like that. So.
How long does that process take?
It can vary.
It sounds very thorough.
Yeah, the good news is that I know a lot of our little sisters who are on the wait list. They've come to other events with a pal for the day, and so when I meet a Big Sister, I kind of instantly know, like, oh, you'd fit perfectly with this girl, or this would be a great match, and so we set it up pretty quickly.
Is your waiting list very long? You mentioned they have one.
We do have one. There's always a number of girls who are waiting, which is sad because some of them are waiting for up to a year. We try to match them as soon as possible, but again, it's based on compatibility, so it's a matter of waiting till we find someone who would be a good fit for them.
Are you finding that you have more girls than you have volunteers than you have bigs?
Absolutely. There's always a need for Big Sisters, and you know, we do have a lot of little sisters in our program. They get referred to us by schools, parents, people who see us, you know, either on TV or in the newspaper. So there are always more little girls waiting than Big Sisters waiting.
Well, hopefully this will help maybe inspire some more
Hopefully,
people
yeah.
who've been thinking about this. What I guess is the expectation that the bigs provide for the littles?
Well, the biggest thing, like it was kind of mentioned earlier, is that you're providing friendship, guidance, being a role model for your little sister, and that's the biggest part. As far as, you know, meeting requirements, we do ask that you meet a minimum of once every 2 weeks or twice a month. That kind of seems to bring people in because it's not such a large commitment, but more often than not, we see that they meet more regularly than that.
Or go on trips to Mexico.
Absolutely. I wish I could go to that one.
I know, right? And that's just so wonderful, and just
Yeah.
really speaks, I think, highly of the organization,
Yeah,
that you are
yeah.
able to pair people that well that they would want to
Yeah.
go, you know, spend a week with the family. Now, what kind of support do you guys provide for the bigs?
Absolutely. Well, initially we provide an orientation, and that's about an hour long. We kind of give them a background information about our organization, explain how the matching works, explain how, you know, RSVPing to events and things like that. And then after that, there's a check-in, and the nice thing about our organization is that it's really kind of like a close-knit family. Everybody knows everyone. Our board members attend our events and know people by face and name. So when we see them at events, we kind of check in and see how things are going as well. We also follow up with phone calls or emails to see how things are going. And then finally, we have something called Bigs Night Out, which is a support group for our Big Sisters that meets about 4 times a year, and it's a great chance to meet other Big Sisters, get support from some of our board members who are also social workers, and then sometimes we have a guest speaker come in too, and it's a really great chance to provide some support for our Big Sisters who may be having a struggle with something with their little. So.
Oh, how fun, and even more friendship. I just love that this organization is just about so much friendship.
Yeah,
and they
everyone
can feel it
knows
from
everyone.
everybody here. So tell me quickly about some of the extra kind of events. Obviously, you said that you meet twice a month with the bigs and littles, but what other things do you guys do?
Well, we have 2 major events. The first is the spring banquet, which we just had actually last Thursday, and that's where we honor all of our big sisters for the volunteer work that they do for our program. And we also have a yearly Christmas party for all of the little sisters. Everyone is invited, and it's always a big hit. But then on top of that, we try to do 3 to 4 smaller events a year. Things that we've done in the past, there are some pictures up before, but we've gone to a pumpkin farm, we've had a swimming event, we've done group bowling. We just recently did an event at Fired Up where the girls got to paint their own pottery.
Oh, neat.
And it was really neat too. So there's a lot of things that we do, and we're always taking suggestions. So if a big sister has a great idea, they let us know and we try to put it into action.
Perfect. So. And if people are interested in getting a hold of you, where is a good place to find some information?
Absolutely. You can either call the office or you can shoot an email to me. My information's on the screen, and my personal email is heatherbreest@bigsistersracine.org. I check my email several times a day, so I always get back to you. Otherwise, like I said, you could call, or you could even stop by the office if you wanted to. We're on 7th Street in Racine.
Perfect. Heather, thanks so much for coming
Thank
in this
you.
morning and kind of giving us some more insight into the organization. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
All right, when we come back, we have another set. We have a big and her 2 little sisters. We're going to talk to them coming up after the break. Stay with us.